Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, right? You've probably heard that, which is how you ended up on this video. If you don't have a solid business plan for your retail store, that is not going to set you up for success. On the flip side of it, when you refine your business plan and you have a strong, smart business plan for your retail store, you're setting your business up to succeed now and into the long term. So thanks for joining me here today. That's exactly what we aim to accomplish. If you're watching this video, I aim to help see your business succeed in your local market. The best way that we can start doing that is to form a solid business plan right from the start. So this video is going to cover the basics of putting together a retail store business plan, and then I want you to elaborate on it from there. But by the end of this video, you're going to be able to sit down and write your business plan. You can come back and reference this video at any point just to get tips and things, and I'll show you where to get the template for everything that's in here too. So you can have the retail store business template as well, business plan template. So let's get started. First thing that your business plan should contain is an executive summary. That is the part at the very beginning that people are going to read who are just trying to get a sense of what's in the business plan, right? This should only be a few sentences. It should be really straightforward. It should cover the main points about your business. Sometimes it helps to do the whole business plan first and then come back and put in the executive summary. So I'll leave that up to you in terms of the best way to approach it. Everybody writes a little bit differently, but your executive summary for your retail store business plan should start with a purpose, right? What's the purpose? The purpose of this business plan is to outline the strategy, objectives, and financial projections for a local retail store, right? That's what you're trying to do. You would say there for my local retail store, but you've got to define the purpose of opening the business and what the purpose of the business plan is in the beginning. Next step is that talk about what you're going to focus on, right? Talk about what's going to make your store unique or make it successful in the first place. That should be in your executive summary. The retail store will focus on selling a range of products to customers in the local area, emphasizing offering high quality products and exceptional customer service, right? So that's the model that this store is going to go with. You may go with a different model. You may want to sell cheaper products in bulk, right? Or in bulk inventory. You want to have more of a self-service model in your retail store with less customer service, but keep cheaper prices for people. So you've got to really think through what's your unique angle for your business. Are you going to be a high-end store? Are you going to be a bulk quantity store? Are you going to be a discount store? What is the angle that you're going with your retail store? And then define that in your summary. And then the store will be located in a busy commercial area with high foot traffic. It will target a range of customers, including local residents, tourists, and other visitors to the area. So again, when you define your market and you should put this in the summary, are you going to be off the beaten path where you have cheaper prices, but you have a huge warehouse, huge selection? Maybe you're not in a busy retail commercial area, but it's because you have a huge warehouse and this amazing selection, right? That could be your business model versus this one where we're saying located in a busy commercial area with high foot traffic. Right? That doesn't necessarily have to be you. You could be off a highway with lots of vehicle traffic right by your store too, encouraging them to stop. And all of those things are going to impact the way that you form your business plan. So who you're going to target is really essential too. So again, are you in a touristy area and do you need to appeal to people coming from out of town? That's going to inform your marketing. It's going to inform the hours that you're open. Or are you targeting people who are local residents and that's who you want to be your customers? Again, these things are all going to make a big difference in how your business plan comes together. So your executive summary should start with that. Then you want to talk about your store overview next, so that somebody reading this understands exactly where you're going for. Now, this I would also call kind of your vision statement. So this would be the part where if you close your eyes and you think, here's what I vision for my business, right? Here's the vision that I'm going with. Here's what I picture when I close my eyes and think about this local retail store that I'm going to open. That is what goes into the store overview. So in this case, the retail store will be called Local Treasures and will specialize in selling locally made products, including handmade crafts, artisanal food products, and unique gifts. The store will be located in a 1,500 square foot retail space in a busy shopping area in the local downtown area. The store will be open 7 days a week with extended hours during peak tourist season. So again, look at all the information here. It doesn't need to be super long in your business plan. It can be just a few sentences, but now each one of us can kind of close our eyes and picture what this store is going to be like, right? We understand what this business plan is about because of the store overview, and that's what somebody should be able to do when they read this section of it. And here's what they did. They answered, what's the store going to be called? What's it going to sell? Where is it going to be located? When is it going to be open, right? So started to go through those who, what, where, when, why, how, and start to put that into your store overview. So somebody who can read this can really quickly pick up on what your vision is for your retail business. Next comes the products and services, and really defining exactly what those products and services are going to be that you sell in your store. And not just in a general sense, not just, we sell farm products. Well, what farm products do you sell? Do you sell high-end farm products? Do you sell products for horses, chickens, goats, or do you just specialize? Are you an equine store where you're going to have some horse feed, but you're also going to have harnesses and gates and things like that, right? Defining all of this is really important. And sometimes you'll even discover, hey, I haven't really thought through the answers to all of these questions just yet. What exactly am I going to sell? Not just the category, but the specific brands, specific types of products, right? Because that's going to inform who you are. So in this example, or in this business plan template for retail store, we're going to say local treasures will offer a range of locally made products, including handmade crafts such as jewelry, pottery, and textiles, artisanal foods, including products such as jams, sauces, and honey, and then unique gifts such as locally made candles and souvenirs, right? So we're really honing in here. And again, you can take this even further, but for the simple version, really starting to hone in here on what exactly this business is going to sell. And then obviously you need a marketing strategy, right? How are you going to grow your business? If you're thinking you're going to put up a store and people are going to come, it's not going to happen, right? That's not the way it works. It's not a build it and they will come situation. You got to be ready to market your business. So what are the things that you're going to do? Define those very specifically and define who's going to do them, how much they're going to cost, how often you're going to do these things, and what are your expected results. So things like social media advertising to target local residents and tourists, right? You're going to build a social media following. Who's going to do that, right? Whose job is going to do that? How often are they going to do it? What's the expected result? In-store promotions and events to encourage repeat visits is another big part of this. So again, how are you going to get people coming back? Right? Are you going to run promotions? Are you going to have events at your store? When are you going to have those? Who's responsible for promoting them? How are you going to promote them? Theoretically on social media, right? But define what are those things? Are you going to do discounts? Are you going to do an event every summer? Are you going to do holiday events? What are you going to do to market your business? Collaboration with other local businesses to offer joint promotions and discounts. That's one that's really effective, right? If you go to a local pizza joint and you come into my business here, Local Treasures, at the pizza place, maybe they'll have a coupon for 10% off at my store. And at my store, I'll have a coupon for a free slice of pizza with a purchase of any drink or something like that, vice versa, right? At another local business. So what is your marketing strategy going to be? Define that, because you're going to have to put work into making it happen. Management and staffing. So again, define who's going to do it. In many cases, the owner is going to manage the store, right? That's going to be you. You're an entrepreneur. You're just getting started. You're going to be overseeing all aspects of the business, including sales and marketing and inventory, but you've got to sleep and you've got to eat. And there's going to be times when you can't be there in the store, right? So even if that's your plan, you've got to start thinking about from the beginning, because you're going to have to plan for the costs. In addition, my store is going to employ 2 part-time sales associates to provide exceptional customer service and assist with day-to-day operations, right? What are they going to do? When are they going to work? How much are you going to need to pay them? How are you going to recruit and find these people? All of this needs to be defined ahead of time, because you don't want to get blindsided by not thinking about how you're going to actually manage and staff your store. As the entrepreneur, as the store owner, you're going to have a lot to do. You've got to be ready to understand, okay, how am I going to plan for off times, vacation, sick days, eating, all of those types of things. And then the big one's financial projections. Cash flow is the #1 killer of small businesses. If you didn't know that, it's important. It's a lack of cash flow, or something happens where the cash flow dries up. Doesn't necessarily mean the business isn't profitable. So look up the difference if you're not familiar with the difference between, profit and loss and cash flow. It means that sometimes the cash isn't coming into the business as quickly, as consistently as it's going out, right? It doesn't mean you have a bad model, but the cash flow stops making sense. So what should you do? Sit down and project, what do you think the store is actually going to generate in revenue, right? So I'm just making a projection here. I'm projecting my store will generate $350,000 in revenue in its first year in operation. And I'm allocating my costs and saying, with that, there should be a net profit of $75,000. You've got to do the math. How much are things going to cost? How much is your rent going to cost? Your inventory going to cost? How many customers you think you can get? How many customers you think they'll spend on average? That's where you need to research and see how other stores like you are doing it and what are their results. And then the startup costs for the business are estimated to be $100,000, including inventory, store fixtures, and marketing expenses, right? So now you got to start thinking, how much is it going to cost for me to start this business? Where am I going to get that money? The store will be financed through a combination of personal savings and a small business loan. Okay, now I've got to think about where I get that small business loan. Do I have the savings ready and available? All those types of things. So it's really important in your business plan to sit down and map out the financial aspects as well. And then finally, the part I like to call the unique selling proposition, start thinking about the long term, right? Because you're going to put a lot of work into this. What is it? And verify this with others when you come up with it. What is unique? What's your unique selling proposition? What's going to keep you in business? What's going to keep you growing? What's so special about this retail store business that you're going to start? I'm sure it's going to be special, but what is so special about it? Can you really define that so that you know, here's the heart of who I am, who this business is, and who it's going to be, and what's going to make it successful? So Local Treasures will provide a unique shopping experience for customers in the local area, offering high quality, locally made products in a welcoming and inviting environment. The store's focus on exceptional customer service and community engagement will help to build a loyal customer base and drive long-term growth and profitability, right? That's going to be at the heart of my business. That's what I end with, almost a conclusion or a unique selling proposition. Here's who I'm going to be. Here's what I need to stay true to for my vision to work for this business. Put all that together and you're going to have a really solid starting point for a simple business plan that you can build on and that you can use to start growing your local retail store. So if you want this, if you want to just copy and paste and then make edits, in the way that makes sense for you, it's actually, I'm going to post it right there in the notes, in the details section, description section, right underneath the video. So you can just feel free to copy and paste it into Word or Google Sheets or whatever, and then just use that to make edits and create your own simple retail store business plan. All right. So I hope that helps you get started, and then tune in for additional videos as we talk about marketing strategy and creating a marketing plan, operations plan, and all of those types of things for your business. So be sure to subscribe. There's tons of tips on this channel to help you grow your local business. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below, let us know how everything's going. Thanks for tuning in.